everyone, and thank you, Anne, for this amazing organization of this show. I love it, and this is my second time of attending, and I am really humble with that invitation. So my name is Patience Chindong. I come originally from Cameroon, but I'm based in the Netherlands, the Agricultural Center in the Netherlands. So I am also a board member at the African Alliance at the EU Tech Chamber, where I also give advice like how to trade with Africa, how European companies can enter the African market. In addition to that, I graduated from Wagner University. And my major there was, my specialization was food law in international settings. So I wanted to understand how food is being produced, how it is being processed, and how it is being exported, especially if it has to cross borders. I am the co-founder of EuroAfri Link. And basically what we do here is that we link agri-producers from Africa to Europe with their product. For example, you can see this amazing oil from Tanzania. So how do you get this oil from Tanzania here in the Netherlands? In addition to that, we also help European companies that want to enter the African market. So for example, you have the Holland Agri-Food. They have amazing products like carrots, potatoes, onion, and garlic, and they export this product mainly to Africa from the Netherlands and also to Asia, as well as the rest of Europe. And what is so the unique advantages of also EuroAfri Link is that we don't only connect producers or exporters to buyers and importers in Europe, we also teach them how to do that themselves, so that when they encounter with us, they should be able, even after we stop helping them, they can be able to do that themselves. So based now on the services that we do, because this is the main service that we do, we are also into helping business owners in Africa write their business proposal for funding when the funding is available here in Europe. And we also help students who want to come study in agricultural university and tech university in Europe. We also help them to facilitate that process for them. So based on our unique advantages that we try to link African producers directly to European buyers. So in some cases, the product has to go maybe to Asia and then to the Netherlands, for example. That is with us is directly, and we really make it to be very transparent because we give the buyer and the producer, we bring them on the same platform so that we discuss the modalities and also the price. Each person should know what they are paying and what they will acquire. With our program, we have refined it for over 5 years. So this year, 2020, we have 5 years in business. So we have refined this program over the years. And with us, you have the latest update about EU food law, how to export to Europe. So we help you with that. And we help you to put also world-class content, so much so that you should be able to showcase your product at the world stage at first-class level. And we also have many case studies that we have also worked with, so much so that you can learn from these people, their journey from where they are and what they want to be. So what our unique added advantage actually is that we have these 6 elements that we actually teach it during our training program, and we do that every month. We have one on the 17th of this month. So I invite all of you to join and also weigh in on what we do. So thank you. I'll start from here and then I will continue later. Maybe I can just add on to what Anne just said. Okay,
sure, go ahead.
Okay, with the businesses that we have worked with, small and medium size as well in Africa, I have come to realize that some are really very ready for export, but it's just that, you know, with COVID, the laws changes. So you need some adjustment with that. So those few adjustments and paperwork can really help them get over their product over here in the EU, for example. But others, they have no clue how to start, and they have amazing product that can really earn them a lot of money here in Europe, but how to go about that is the problem. So that is actually the reason why we created this training program, where we bring in all these elements that you need to be able to brand your product, to make it outstanding in the world market. And also to just showcase this African brand, because come to think of it, all what we produce in Africa, say for example, the amazing avocados from Kenya, avocados also come from Peru and Mexico, like that. They produce also amazing avocados. So how do you compete with these also giant producers of avocado? Even in Portugal here in Europe, they also produce avocado. But how do you make our avocado from Africa stand out? So you need somebody to be able to showcase and to really show the finest and the best. And to be able to trade with buyers here in Europe, you need to meet the parameters of how to trade in the EU. The EU is very strict when it comes to import, export, when it comes to food, because whether your food is organic or conventional, it should be safe for consumption. So this is what our organization really tried to make our African businesses ready. I mean, ready for export and stay ready. Thank you.
EuroAfri plays a unique role in facilitating producers and businesses in the global south to enter the Euro market with ease. What are key elements that a producer should have to actively participate in global value chains from your experience?
Okay, thank you. I have something to illustrate. This is a Yonago apple. This is a typical Dutch apple. But just take this apple to represent just any other fruit or any other product that you're producing, be it avocados, mangoes, and whatever. To be able to take this avocado, or say it is an avocado, but say taking this product from Africa to Europe. We have, from the experience we have with other people, we have come together and realized that there are 6 core elements that you need to know to be able to export your product from Africa to Europe. I will not go through the 6 core elements here because of the time. I will just center on one, which is a product. You have to understand that a product is not difficult because it is, a product is not being bought here in Europe because it's difficult to make, but it's because of the satisfaction that the buyer will get as well as the consumers later. So here it's not only buying this physical product, but the documentation that comes with it and the safety. So is your product actually meeting the requirements to trade in the EU? When you say you are organic, do you have the papers to prove that? What is the quality of your product? How can I trust you that what you are saying is correct? All this has to be taken into consideration before you even start thinking of approaching a buyer here in Europe, because the issue of trust has really tarnished our image a lot in Africa. And coming together on a platform like that is actually to highlight those areas that we really have to work on to be able to really regain this trust. Because as I said, we have amazing product that is really highly needed here in Europe, but getting this product over is a problem. Then you also have this getting the track and trace, where it really ensures traceability and the origin of this product. So much so that if there is a problem with this particular product, we can know the batch where to take it out of the shelf or where to resolve the problem. So track and trace, and we work together with very trusted companies like the Food Insight here in the Netherlands. They are really amazing when it comes to track and trace. And this is really something that European buyers, they really want to know the source of their product, where their product is coming out from, and how it has moved all the way through the supply chain right here in Europe. And again, Oliver also talked of value addition. Again, when you see like this sunflower oil, it's from Tanzania, and you see it has moved from the seeds to the oil. Some people, they contact me, they say, we want only the seed. No, I say, no, they have already added value to it by their oil. And I am here to showcase this oil, that it is amazing, because the oil, that the sunflower oil from Europe, it is being exported to Africa. So we already have the oil in Africa. You just need to know that. And what I find really very interesting with what we are doing at EuroAfri Link is that we don't only bring consciousness to what our African finest or best products are. It also brings awareness to Africans themselves, because right now we are exporting the sunflower oil to South Africa as well. So African countries have got to know about what is even in the continent, thanks to the advertisement, the way we showcase this product, and the passion we put to really make it come together. And again, you have to take into consideration the cost that you need in terms of money, in terms of investment, resources, your time, to make all of this come together. So thank you.
So just curious about that, Patience. You said there are 6 elements. Now, in case one of our listeners or our audience is interested in knowing these elements because they would like to venture into global value chains, where do they find them?
Exactly. This 6 element is then what we give the details on how to do that in our training program. We really take you through, walk you through based on your particular product, be it avocados that you want to export, habanero pepper, whatever product that you have in Africa that you want to bring to Europe. You join our training program, you register for it, we will take you through. We will show you how to do it, the paper, the organic certification that is needed to trade in the EU, where to get that certification in your country. And we don't only show you how to do that, we connect you to our buyers here. We take the product from you, receive the product at the port, show you if something went wrong with everything, we show that to you. So we really handhold you, negotiate and communicate for you on your behalf. So we don't only teach, but we actually represent you, so to speak.
Patience, so a reality with African businesses, especially small and medium businesses, is that economic platforms or economic spaces are constantly challenging. I mean, the exchange rates tend to change. There's a lot of economic factors that make it very difficult for small or medium businesses to remain sustainable. So now I would like to find out from you, how can those small or medium-sized businesses within African economies optimize themselves for sustainability?
Okay, thank you for that question, and I am really so happy you asked. So as small and medium-sized businesses in Africa, the very first question you have to ask yourself is, which market am I targeting with my product? Do I want to sell my avocado from one province to the other in the same country? Do I want to sell my avocado from Kenya, maybe to South Africa? Or do I want to cross borders, continents from Africa to Europe? And most importantly, you have to understand the requirements in that country that you want to trade with. Say, for example, you want to trade your avocados from Kenya to the Netherlands. You have to understand the parameters, the norms, the standards of trading that particular avocados in the Netherlands, and you have to respect them. Because the EU is really very strict about food safety. I said it again. And some people will say, okay, I don't have the documentation, I don't have the organic certificate, which, by the way, I want to encourage you all who are really involved in agri-product to go in for the organic certification, because Europe really wants to be sustainable, and they are really encouraging organic farming, and products that are coming in, I want to look at it as complementary to what Europe already has. I don't want our product to come compete with them, with European product. No, I want us to come complement them, but we compete with other people coming from other areas with the same product. So what are the requirements? Very important. How do I ensure quality? Because this is the #1 issue that buyers do have, importing goods out of Europe. Is the quality right? And with an affordable price, you will certainly get a buyer for your product. And you have to also invest in making this business work. Invest in yourself, really get to understand and learn everything that you want to involve in, understand the challenges, how I can go about it, look for who you can partner with, who can complement what you are doing, not competing with you like that. So look for those people and then work with them. Invest, bring in resources, make a plan for yourself, see what you can achieve, see what you need help with, and see how you can collaborate with other people who really have the things that you need to be able to make your business work. I think by doing that, investing in all of this will really make you to really stand out and not be struggling in your business. Because come to think of it, there are so many organizations and a lot of knowledge out there, especially with online. So if you are able to invest in yourself, you will really find your way through this international trade, which I really encourage you to do. Thanks.
Patience, do you assist in finding the markets?
Of course, yes, I do that, because that is even where we started. EuroAfri Link we started this organization because we wanted to connect African producers to access high value markets like the EU. So in that case, we connected them to the buyers that we have in our trade directories. So we then later on, as I said, we have refined this organization now for the past 5 years. We said, okay, it's nice to also teach these people how to do that themselves, even after their encounter with us. So with us, we actually handhold you, we represent you in front of the buyer, we negotiate the price for you, we tell you the price which is actually currently selling, and then we tell you if maybe you are putting your price too high or too low and things like that. And same with the buyer. When the buyer is giving a very low price or a very high price, we say, no, the others are giving at this price. So that we really create transparency and to ensure that trust, because I want to win our African trust back in the world market. So that is why I want to sell what we have. So I represent you, I talk on your behalf, and we agree, of course, on what I should say, if you agree with that. And then also because the law in Europe, since I represent you, if something goes wrong, I also represent you in front of the court. So that is why I really try to really select the people that I want to work with and who are really willing to put in also the effort so that I represent them wholeheartedly. So this is what we do. I really represent you fully, as well as I represent the buyer. Don't forget that. I want a win-win collaboration, a lasting relationship between buyer and seller, so that even after I leave the picture, you both can still continue to do business together. I would say, don't wait to be great for you to start a business. You have to start to get great. So what is holding you back with all this information that you have heard today? Will you then take that courage to contact us and get this done? How do you want to be remembered? You have greatness in you, and I really want you to share that greatness with yourself, with the life that you want to live, with your family, and with your community. So let's get started.